Alpha Day. I'm Noah.
I'm Hyan.
We are class of 2025.
We are Friars for life.
Okay, so first of all, I've done a bunch of stories, you guys, on this year's Friar class. You guys are exceptional in a variety of things: rugby, basketball, volleyball, football, obviously. Congratulations to you guys first on graduating, man. It's 4 years of really, really hard work, and now it's over, or is it? Well, how do you feel, Hyan?
It's not over yet. I think it just started. This is like a new step for us. College is, I think, a huge thing.
Okay.
So can't wait to play.
Have you guys been able to call yourselves like alumni yet, or has it sunk in when you held your diploma? Or?
I don't think as much. Just no, it hasn't sunk in yet.
Okay. And then Noah, you're kind of used to being like in the limelight, or having like a lot of cameras on you and everything like that. What does graduating mean to you, and like being able to celebrate with your brothers?
I just think that it meant a lot for us. To see how far we came in our high school careers. So, just being able to graduate and getting to the next level, like with all of my boys and everything, just meant so much in that moment.
Okay, and also to be able to finish your high school careers with yet another championship.
Yes,
what did that mean to you guys as seniors to be able to say, like, okay, we realize the tradition that we've got coming into this and everything like that, but this is our class and this is our legacy, so we got to bring home the chip.
Yes, sir. So I think that was like the cherry on top, was just winning on my senior year, leaving behind a statement and a legacy, FD. So I just think that was the cherry on the top of the moment.
And what, you had like a double even before halftime in the championship game?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a double, but I won't lie to you guys, I was kind of really gassed and injured a little bit from the semis, but I'm just happy that we were able to succeed in that game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Hyan, you're a multi-sport star yourself and everything. Well, like, what do you attribute to the fact that you've been able to succeed as much as you have in different disciplines and everything? Because it's hard enough to be good in like one sport, or does the fact that you're participating in multiple events actually make it easier?
I think it does make it easier. Just being an athlete in general is just a thing for me. I think just sports is like everything that I do. I just keep on going.
There's going to be a lot of time for reflection. Obviously, you guys probably went out to dinner with your families, had good time and everything like that. But when you have time to yourself, not even with your classmates and everything, you're probably going to look back and saying like, wow, this was really special. So we'll start with you, Hyan. What is playing for Father Duenas meant for you?
Oh, wow. I think like just growing up for 4 years already with these guys is amazing. And this brotherhood, our bond is so close. I feel like I could just call them whenever. We could just hang out. And especially sports. Like sports makes us like have a closer bond. I think that's it.
All right. How about you, Noah? What is playing for and wearing those school colors and always being able to say I'm a Friar for life? What does that mean to you?
I think it means a lot to me. Coming to FD my freshman year, being able to adapt and really taking the moments with my brothers and all that stuff, really just embracing it, just really means a lot to me. They have helped me in so many ways. They made me grow as a person, made me grow as an athlete, and I can never thank them enough for that.
Okay. Did you guys have any other choice besides going to FD? Did you have like say, oh, maybe I'll go? There's Guam High, or there's other schools, or Guam or St. Paul, other things like that, or was it already determined that either your family picked or you picked, and you knew you wanted to go to FD?
So it was really a toss-up between St. Paul and FD, and for me, I went to a lot of schools in my middle school years, and I went to St. Paul as one of them, and my sister is already at St. Paul, so for my mom, it would have made life way easier for her to drop us both at St. Paul already in the morning, but I begged my mom, or I tell my mom like I want to go to FD. She let me go to FD, and I think that was the best decision.
And you were right in the middle of that big FD, like St. Paul rivalry and everything. I mean, it's been going on for like 5-6 years and everything. Like, how intense was that, especially knowing that community?
Just really like my freshman year, when we really made it to the championship game and we actually felt the presence of St. Paul and FD, the rivalry and the tension. It's a real thing. It's crazy. But at the same time, it's a great atmosphere to be put in. Like all the pressure that's on you and everything, you can only rise from it. So I think it was I think it's a great thing to have.
Okay, your junior year last year, the GSPN Champions versus Champions game versus GW in your house. That was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. You guys pulled it off at the end, got the win. How intense was that from where you were as a guy on the court?
So,
and was that the craziest game of your career?
It was actually really. So FD was actually so hot that day, like it was like a sauna, and just all the crowds like roaring and chanting, like it was so deafening on the court to hear. Like that was one of the most intense atmospheres of basketball. Like it was quaking. On the court we couldn't hear each other, and I'm pretty sure GW couldn't hear each other. It really showed who really wanted it more, and really who, at the end of the day, who really put in the most work.
And they brought the best out of you guys too, because they had a squad that year. Those guys were good.
Really hats off to GW that year. They were strong. They came in unwillingly. They're a bunch of dogs. They really wanted it, and that's what I love about the game of basketball. GW is a great team. They always bring out the best in us, and as much as we compete, they will compete as much as us.
And you and DJ Osborne are pretty good friends, right?
We're pretty good friends. We actually grew up together. We actually played against each other a lot growing up. We always used to play at Chalampago Court during COVID years and quarantine. We always used to go there and just ball up. We also played in the Guam team together. We got pretty close over the years, so he's a good friend.
Okay, very cool. I know he speaks very highly of you too. Okay, now guys, let's talk about what is next, because Hyan, like you were indicating, this is just the beginning.
Yes.
Where are you going to college, and what do you plan to study?
Well, I'm going to Norwich University. It's in Vermont, so very far. And then I'm going to study cybersecurity and intelligence.
Very cool. You're gonna have a great job when you get out.
Yes, it's very interesting. Can't wait.
Okay, why cybersecurity? Is it like you did really, really good in math at FD or computer science is your thing?
Yeah, I like computers, and it's like super interesting to me, and I just want to explore in the world of science and computers.
How do you think your athletic career, and playing for the coaches that you did, having the teammates that you did, how do you think they prepared you for the next level?
Well, Norwich University is it's a ROTC school, so it's big on connections and stuff and brotherhood. So I think FD's really prepared me for that, and especially rugby. It's gonna bring me there.
How many different colleges did you apply to?
Not too many. I think a good 6. I was thinking about rugby and ROTC. So St. Mary's in California and in Virginia, I think. And then I think a couple other colleges, in Texas, because some of my families are in Texas.
Okay. Now I always ask athletes from Guam and everything like that. If you're going off island, family, friends, we'll send you guys all the stuff to make island barbecue that you guys can have. But when I saw you at Donkey the other day,
yes.
What are you gonna miss the most about island food? Because they got good food out in Vermont, man. I'm my mom's from the Northeast and everything, but it's not Guam food.
Yeah.
What are you gonna miss?
Definitely, I think rice and soy sauce. Just especially everything being salty. I think that they just don't season as well as us.
Do you cook really well?
Not being what my dad is the chef in our house.
Okay, right on. Okay, and then Noah, where are you headed?
I'm headed to Penn State Hazleton. They were actually one of the very first schools to get in touch with me, and just having a really great relationship with the coach and talking to them back and forth just made me feel a lot more comfortable going there. And also I got in contact with also a kid from Guam who got a chance to play basketball over there. His name is Jamar White.
Oh yeah.
So he
national team. Yeah. St. Paul. He actually beat your now alma mater when he was a junior, I think, or a sophomore.
Yeah.
Great game. He played against the Moscalvo. I remember calling that game. It was a great game.
So he just helped me persuade my decision. He said it was the best decision of his life. He said that was like a second home to him. So it made me a lot more comfortable being able to make that decision.
Now, obviously, you're going to continue to play out there, whether, intercollegiately, interscholastic, even intramurals, just pickup games and everything. On Guam, you've played at an MVP level as a center. So I mean, you've locked down the 5 position already like that. Going out there, you're probably going to be like what, a 2, a 3?
2 or 3. So funny
How are
thing.
you changing your game?
Funny thing is actually, my junior year I won my first MVP as a point guard. I really think that I'm a guard. Realistically, everyone on Guam is a guard. Growing up, I trained as a guard with Willie and Dom at Guam Elite. So I've always been a guard. But just growing up on Guam with everyone being, short and not as athletic and tall as the people in the States or overseas, made me adapt to becoming a big. So I think that I still have a lot of things to work on. Everyone can always improve, but I think for the most part, transitioning to a guard out there won't be too bad for me.
Well, you definitely got the work ethic and you got the skill set, man. So absolutely no doubt that you're going to succeed out there. And what do you plan on studying when you go out to Penn State?
I plan on studying kinesiology and also finance.
All right, the science of movement.
Yes. So
if you're not moving muscles, then you're moving money around.
Yep. Basically. So
that's a cool double major.
Yeah.
Okay. So wrapping up, Hyan, what about the island culture do you think shaped you into, the athlete that you are, the man that you are, and who you're going to become? And what kind of island pride do you take out there as you head off to college?
Well, I think the 2 biggest things are like respect and discipline. I think discipline really like improved my game, made me grow as an athlete, just listening to my coaches and everything like that. And respect, I can bring respect out there, show them how our culture is, and really use that to my advantage.
Now, of course, in the Northeast, there's a lot of sports that we don't have on Guam. You can do equestrian, horse riding, you can do rowing, cruise. Is there anything that kind of like is catching your eye at this point that you might want to try out? Because I mean, you're going to be good at whatever you do.
Well, I love to snowboard. I don't know if that's a sport.
Nice, yeah.
I like to snowboard. I want to do that out there.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to do any of that out here.
No, definitely not. The mountains in Vermont are huge. I went there to visit my school. It's very nice.
Okay, and then Noah, what do you plan on doing when you're in the great state of Pennsylvania? And are you closer to Pittsburgh or are you closer to Philly?
I'm closer to Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like.
Oh, you're gonna go to Sixers game?
Yeah, I guess I have to become a 76ers fan. So I'm like
and Eagles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Eagles too. I think I'm just gonna go out there to just put my head down and start grinding right away. Start getting in on my studies. I think I owe it to a lot of people who supported me along the way. So I'm gonna go out there and just work as hard as possible.
I can see you being a next level lacrosse player. If you get into like field hockey, for real, man. FD got you guys ready, man. Rugby, football, even basketball, the way you guys play physically and everything like that. Oh God, you could take it to those guys. Okay, final question. Who do you guys want to shout out? Shout out as many people as you want, parents, girlfriend, family members, teachers, whatever.
First, I just want to shout out God.
That's right.
He's everything that I needed to get to where I'm at today. So I want to shout out him. And then I want to shout out Father Duenas for just being such a great school to give us opportunities and all that. Shout out my classmates, my brothers. Shout out my family. Shout out everybody who supported me. I want to shout out my Guam Elite, the Guam team, all my coaches. I want to shout out my basketball teams. And I also want to shout out my family and shout out my mom.
I want to shout out God is first, always. Family, my mom especially, my dad, my grandparents who pushed me. They always wanted me to strive, so that's big. And my brothers, all my classmates, all my fellow athletes, my girlfriend, and Coach Terry.
You want to mention your girlfriend's name?
Terry Man.
There you go. Another exceptional athlete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach Terry also pushed me. He's the one who helped me get into where I am today. And
I just realized that how close have the two of you been? Because in your class of 107, we all know like FD's brotherhood classes, everybody's tight, right? No one's kind of like on the outside looking at. But how tight have you guys been, and how cool are you guys?
Oh, we're pretty close.
Ever since freshman year?
Ever since way before that.
Oh yeah, we're godbrothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, so you guys are super close.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys plan on keeping in touch?
Oh, we'll be visiting each other.
Yeah.
You're not that far away.
No.
No, it's like 7 hours. 6
Yeah.
hours.
I mean, it's not like Chalampago to Tamuning or.
No. So we'll visit each other.
Hey man, but on behalf of the entire island, my dad went to FD, and I know how close that community is and everything like that. But like as a sportscaster, as a sports fan, and everything like that, you guys have done so much and left like an amazing legacy for future Friars to come. But it's just good to see like good local boys doing it the right way. So congratulations to you guys on graduation, and keep in touch, and you guys are going to be successful at the next level, no doubt.
Thank you so much.